Okay guys, I'm here today with Garry Tonon, huge honor for me. Guys, Gary's probably like the most enthusiastic jiu-jitsu athlete to watch to compete. He's always gonna pull out something completely crazy and always going for submissions from standing and that kind of stuff. And in 2019, he held the fastest submission in the ADCC. That was against Edwin Najm, who's crazy tough as well. And as we were talking, who's really good at fast submissions as well. He always goes for flying triangles and this and that. And today, Gary is going to show us here exactly what he did to get that submission so fast as he got it. So let's do it, Gary.
All right, guys. So ultimately, as we started to begin, we had some sort of a grip fighting exchange. And Edwin, I believe, was looking for a flying triangle himself. And one of the best ways to set up flying triangles is through the use of overhooks. So there's a little bit of a positional exchange initially, get a couple pushes away. But ultimately, as we begin to exchange in the hand fight, I was able to score inside position and control my training partner's shoulder. Now, it's important to remember, all right, that anytime we're doing scissor takedowns, they're very dangerous. So this is something that you really should only be drilling with training partners that you really trust. Not really something we should be doing in practice, okay, or in competition, go for it. All right, as I step in towards my training partner, I look to step in towards the center of my training partner's legs, and I'm going to perform a slight back step. As I perform that slight back step, I typically place my hand on the ground for a little bit extra control. One knee goes behind the knee, one leg comes over my training partner's thigh, and a scissoring of the leg ensues. From this position, we often get exposure on the heel, where we go right into the inverted heel hook for the finish.
So, one more time?
Yeah, of course. So we have a little bit of a grip fighting exchange. Any way that I can look to score an underhook, I will. All right, there's many other ways we can set it up, but in this specific situation, I use an underhook. All right, from here, I look to step in the center of my training partner's legs. This leg is going to go on top of my training partner's hip. This leg is going to go behind the knee and make a chopping motion with my two legs. All right, as I go to hop in towards my training partner, I often brace on the floor and scissor my two legs to knock my training partner towards the floor. From here, we quickly and efficiently get our wrist underneath our training partner's heel and immediately go into the break for the inverted heel hook.
So Gary, that's amazing because we see you doing that so fast and you cannot even understand really well what's going on here. So first thing you do, you try to get the underhook and you give the overhook to the person.
Sure, no problem.
So also you have the underhook. I might set up like some overhook here and there. Then you trick the person with your leg.
Sure. Now, it's very important that we have this leg forward. If for whatever reason I didn't have that leg forward, I would have to do something to get my training partner's leg forward. I reach for your leg, maybe you step this one back, and now I can start coming into my Kani Basami. We talk a little bit about basic principles like that, like faking towards legs to get the legs that you want in the DVD that I'm going to be shooting as well.
Got it. Okay, and you did something for your hand as well. You always post your hand on the ground?
Yes.
Or
this is, I personally do because I don't feel as comfortable jumping through the air. I worry about my own safety, not just yours. So I often brace with my hand on the floor. I can't remember if I did it in the match or not. I might have felt comfortable to jump at that point. But most of the time, I would say I put my hand on the floor, at least briefly, for my
So can you do one more time here, like slow motion?
Absolutely. So we first set up some form of an underhook. Okay, I get into position like so. I need an exposed leg. All right, however which way I do that, once that leg's exposed, I step to the center. All right, now, as my other leg comes behind, my hand will come down towards the mat, and I'm going to scissor my legs. This leg has to come high towards the hip. This one has to come underneath the knee. I don't want to go low. I'll end up crashing into my training partner's knee. So I make sure my hips come nice and high, and I scissor the legs into the position. One leg chopping into the hip, the other one backing into the knee, so that we can go into this inverted heel hook finish.
Right, that's amazing. And okay, is this something that you have done a lot, competing and training, or is that, or you kind of came out?
So, like I said, it's very dangerous. So we don't actually allow this in training at all.
Okay.
Like John won't. Well, if we hit Kani Basami, he screams at us. You know, he yells.
Even on drilling?
Drilling we do privately. We don't even do it in front of the class because he fears that people will see us drilling it and then go to do it in live training.
I see Warren doing that a lot as well. Like he did in the wrestling match, I guess.
Before a lot of our matches. Before a lot of our competitions, we'll set aside like a week, and John will pull us to the side after class and be like, all right, we're going to drill some Kani Basamis, and we'll do that for like the week leading up to a competition because, you know, if it's not muscle memory, it's rare for you to go do it in a competition. So getting close to the competition, we do it a bunch of times, get a bunch of reps out, so it's a little bit more comfortable for us since we're not doing it all the time and training every day. But yeah, Gordon hit a bunch of them against Bo Nickel, which was beautiful. Yeah,
that was the way he was using to take off. But okay, just to understand your mindset here. So for example, you went to that match with that plan, like I'm gonna get the underhook, I'm gonna give him the underhook, and we're gonna shoot for that.
Sure.
Or that was something that just happened when you saw you were just.
So there was a slight discussion with one of my teammates about the idea that Edwin stands with a relatively tall posture. All right, when it comes to scissor takedowns, that tends to make a scissor takedown a little easier. I discussed this element in my in the DVD as well, talking about posture and momentum. Anytime someone's posture is tilted backwards, it's more likely that you can take them down in a backward direction. So when someone stands tall like this, it's a little easier for me to shoot into the legs and move him in a backward direction. So we had noticed that you might have been a little bit more susceptible. I didn't know for sure I was going to hit it off of an underhook, but I had the idea that maybe I might hit a scissor takedown since he was standing so tall.
I got it. No, man, that was like probably... You did the most enthusiastic match, the best match of the tournament, I guess, Canudo, and the fastest submission. So, I mean, like one of those things that you didn't win the tournament, but you might be more recognized by those two things than even if you had one. So, man, that was really, really cool. And guys, Garry just shot an entire instruction all about submissions coming from standing. That the name of the instruction is going to be Shoot for the Kill, right? And it came out really, really cool. So very soon we're going to launch at IBJJFanatics.com. So maybe by the time you're watching, it's already there. So make sure to check that out.
Awesome, guys. Thanks.
Awesome. Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.